Siemka, z tej strony Prosołd i witam Was w kolejnym odcinku, jak i w kolejnym epizodzie z The Council. Epizod 4 pod tytułem Burning Bridges, czyli z angielskiego na polski to znaczy paląc ze sobą mosty, albo po prostu paląc mosty. Jak ostatnio pamiętacie, udało nam się otworzyć grobowiec w krypcie, która znajduje się w ogrodzie, czy tam na błoniach, czy tam dziedzińcu lorda Mortimera. Udało nam się rozwiązać zagadkę, zaryzykowaliśmy, udało nam się, nie straciliśmy ręki i otworzyło nam się przejście. Tak więc zaczynajmy sobie epizod 4 pod tytułem Burning Bridges. Dobra, i tutaj już na samym początku mamy do wyboru książki do nauki. No niestety to tylko tyle, co mogę tutaj zabrać, więc no, lecimy. Ciekawe, co nas będzie czekać w tym epizodzie.
I sense that Mr. Peru is about to surprise us too.
I believed in him. I followed him to the best of my ability. I championed his ideas, defended his decisions, and then, without even realizing it, I became lost.
Now that I've told you everything, you want to take my place, do you? No. I am Emily. You are wasting your time. Louis knows very well how to tell us apart.
Someone had the bang coming from the Duchess's room, and she isn't answering.
Louis, you really must learn to conceal your weaknesses better, if you don't want your foes to use them against you.
Our desire is to steer the destiny of our respective countries for the good of all, and to no longer suffer the random hazards of history.
It is the natural order of things, Monsieur de Richet. There have always been men who govern other men. That is simply the way it is.
History forgets them with a disconcerting facility. No one speaks about them, and yet they whisper in the ears of kings and presidents.
Oni tu serio są wszyscy? Czy nam się to tylko wydaje? Bo zawsze się to tak dziwnie zaczynało. Krypta. 23 stycznia. The Council. Epizod 4 Burning
But
Bridges.
where are we?
I don't know, but we better not hang around. Be careful, Mother. As if me saying that will make any difference. Knowing Mortimer, I wouldn't be surprised if he rigged his crypt with traps.
So you think the door is not enough?
Do you want to wager your other hand?
You've got a point there. We have to find that weapon. What do you know about the Holy Lance, Louis?
The what?
The lance of Longinus the Centurion.
Oh, that? That's what we come to find? The lance that a centurion stuck in the side of Christ at his crucifixion?
That's it.
Seriously? You don't really believe that fable, do you?
Every fable is founded on true events. I'm not saying that everything adds up, but imagine if it really did exist.
Very well. Now what?
Well, now you know what you need to find.
Pardon?
I have to get to the wharf to prepare our departure. Let's get off this cursed island as quickly as we can. We shall come back when we are ready and armed.
But hang on.
Louis, let's first get to safety. We shall come back when we have the upper hand. Fear not. You take care of getting the lance. It's imperative.
Sara chce, żebyśmy tutaj wrócili z powrotem do tej krypty, tylko żebyśmy wyjechali z tej wyspy, ogarnęli sobie normalne wyposażenie, czyli jakoś się zaopatrzyli w broń czy coś i dopiero później do tej wrócili. Boże, brzmi to troszeczkę jakbym miał iść do jakiegoś cave'a, znalazł jakiegoś cave'a w Minecrafcie i stwierdził, dobra, nie mam żelaznego kilofa, nie mam żelaznego miecza, żeby bić potwory, to muszę się wrócić i zaopatrzyć i dopiero wtedy mogę tutaj wrócić. Tak to trochę wygląda, ale no z drugiej strony nie dziwię się.
Hang on. At least tell me everything you know about this lance.
but I have never seen it. There's nothing else I can say, Louis. Well, you can always go snooping around Mortimer's study. I remember seeing paintings of Longinus there.
Hang on a second.
What's the matter?
Why did you shoot Emily's sister?
Do you really think now is the right time for this?
I want to know, Mother. Why did you betray her?
Listen, Louis, I don't think you've really understood my interest in the Al-Azif. It's not just simple curiosity about some old relic.
You tried to kill her.
And I had no choice, for crying out loud. It must not fall into the hands of the demons, or we are all doomed, don't you see? Listen, I don't know exactly what it contains, but I prefer to be one step ahead. If they want it, there must be a reason. And even if I don't know what it is, I want to stop them for safety's sake, no matter what.
Nothing will stop you if I understand correctly.
Enough, Louis. If you could see the extent of their power as I do, then you would understand what I'm saying.
All right, we'll do it your way.
One more thing. If
Jestem
they
ciekaw, czy oni w
find you
ogóle
in
też
possession
odpowiedzieli
of the
ten...
lamps, they won't let you
Co
get away
najwyżej
with
lord
it.
Mortimer,
Choose
nie?
only one and hide it under your jacket so you don't get caught with it. Then run and meet me on the wharf.
And if I get caught?
If they catch you in possession of the lance, we're all doomed. Do you understand?
Perfectly.
Good. And go talk to Piaggi. He's the one who probably knows the most about this.
Okej. Czyli musimy wypytać Piaggiego o to miejsce. Stąd chyba przyszliśmy. O, mamy tu coś. Co to
I can
jest?
see that this lance has a so-called leaf shape. It is made entirely of iron. I can see that the tip is engraved with the symbol of the sun.
Nie wiem, czy powinienem to brać. Nie, wolałbym nie.
I can see that this lance has the characteristic shape of a spear. It is made of iron, and its tip is engraved with a cross. A fragment of amber.
O. Mamy kawałek bursztynu.
This sarcophagus
Nie
is
wiem po
engraved
co.
with the name of Clemens III. Good God! The one whose cross allowed me to enter. That was the Pope from the Middle Ages who inspired the Third Crusade. He gave the Roman people the power to elect their magistrates. Clemens III. Clément III in French. How come his tomb ended up here and not in the Vatican?
No właśnie.
He was basically an anti-pope. His path to the throne was pretty turbulent, and he had to be enthroned several times. The result of a long conflict between the papacy and the Holy Empire. This sarcophagus is beautifully made, but ancient. Stone is marked by the
Wiadomo, że
passage of time,
starożytne,
but it's really well preserved.
Lol. Ciekawe. Ciekawe, ciekawe.
This one has no name. I wonder who it was for.
Jakiś no name. Dobra, tam chyba już nic nie ma, tak mi się wydaje. Tak. O, 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 o.
There's several spearheads. I need to find clues to pick the right one. Piaggi knows something about it for sure.
Okej. Czyli lepiej tego nie dotykać, idźmy do Piaggiego od razu. Piaggi, już do siebie idziemy. Dalej jest noc. Bo w końcu pójdziemy do tego, do apartamentu Piaggiego. Bo nie byliśmy chyba wcześniej u niego, więc... Van Wulner.
Pardon me, monsieur, but I have work to do.
Sprzątaj. Jacques Perrault. Nie gadaliśmy z nim jeszcze w sumie. Po tamtej akcji. O, książka. Jakieś przesłuchiwanie. A Boże, znowu ten questioning. Po co ja tu ulepszałem na maksa? To była moja najgłupsza decyzja w tej grze. Żadnej innej nie żałuję. Ty, no nie ma go.
Dear friend.
Dobra, mieliśmy iść do Piaggiego. Nie, w tą stronę.
Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte.
Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte. Boże, jak ja się cieszę, że nie uczyłem się francuskiego. Nie lubię tego języka. Chciałem się bardzo nauczyć hiszpańskiego. To jest moje najskrytsze marzenie.
The Cardinal's not in his room. I bet he went back to stuffing himself.
Najlepiej zbierać jak najwięcej tych itemków, zwłaszcza, że pierwszy raz jesteśmy u kardynała Piaggiego. Stare dziady już pewnie śpią.
My dear Giuseppe, poor health forbids me from joining you. Please thank Sir Gregory for his invitation to Lord Mortimer's.
Okej, to jest zaproszenie. dla Piaggiego od Mortimera.
Venus and Cupid with a satyr by Correggio. Innocence, indiscretion, and lechery. Giuseppe must love that. John the Baptist, Youth with a Ram by Caravaggio. A very sensual vision and very far from the usual representation. The Rape of the Daughters of Leucippus by Rubens. Surprising choice for His Eminence Piaggi.
Gwałt? Zajebiście na obrazie.
Love Triumphant by Caravaggio. Now there's someone for whom the sex of angels is no mystery. Great, honey. Let's have a look at his personal papers. Of course, it's in Latin, the language of the church.
Po łacińsku. Nie chcę tracić aż tylu punktów.
All those hours of learning Latin declensions are going to pay off in the end. Mother will be proud. Now this could be interesting. Let's say a sancte. Various representation criteria, of which are shown the most common throughout the centuries, and in different forms. If Piaggi's notes are anything to go by, the weapon I'm looking for is shaped like a tapered spear. And that should help me identify.
Tapered? Co to jest tapered spear? Taperet. Zwężający się, zwężony. Łożysko stożkowe. Co to jest kurwa łożysko stożkowe?
The Cardinal's not in his room. I bet he went back to stuffing himself. Amber crystals.
A, moje. Im więcej zebranych rzeczy, tym więcej PD. Ja muszę mieć ten 15 level w tej grze. Gdzie może być kardynał Piaggi? No ja pierdzielę. Może z Waszyngtonem jest? Nie. Elizabeth Adams może powstała z martwych? Nie. Kiedyś go znajdę. Jest George Waszyngton.
Good evening, Mr. President.
Good evening.
I'm back on the trail of my mother again. I don't have time to explain, but would you know anything about the Holy Lance?
That's good news. But be careful, Louis. You might end up getting noticed.
Do you know anything or not?
No, I regret I don't. But why not ask von Wallner? Theology is his field, after all.
That's an idea. In that case, I'll try and find him.
You are keeping up the good work,
okay.
I see. But I'm
Do
telling you,
Wallnera
keep
jednak
your
muszę
guard
iść.
up. Everyone is rather on edge right now.
You're right. Thanks for everything, Mr. President.
See you later.
Był Van Wulner, nie? Nie, Jacques Peru. Później tam był... ktoś inny. Bonaparte. A co to? Gdzie jest Piaggi do cholery? Ufu. Tu jest Van Wulner, no.
It seems like he isn't here.
Jego też nie ma?
Look, a blotter. And apparently it's been used recently. I wonder what Volner was going to write. It's smudged. It's not all legible. I can make out the signature though, and leave as if planned.
Dawaj, dawaj. Wziąłbym Carmelite Water. Dobra, trudno.
Landing stage. So Volner is
Landing
going to
stage.
leave Al-Azif at the landing stage, isn't he? What a mess. Looks like Volner was interrupted.
Jakby ktoś przeszkodził Van Wulnerowi.
Looks a lot like straw. And he's drawn something in a hurry on this sheet. Straw on his desk. As if to protect something fragile. Yes. Someone must have packed something away here. I get the feeling
na
that
szkice.
I've seen that somewhere before. I've seen occult inscriptions like this before. They're not very common. As a matter of fact, I've only seen them once before, around the lock of Al-Azif.
Czyli te szkice wyglądają troszeczkę jak zamki do otwarcia tego Al-Azifa. O matko. Może jakieś streszczenie nam zrobisz? Nie? To nie.
What you recovered for me, it must be about the Al-Azif. Volner told me that he had managed to find it. Golden elixir.
Golden
A chest
elixir.
locked with a 4-letter code. Surely a word close to the owner's heart.
Może gdyby nie zaczyna się na A. Use your knowledge. Wolę sobie to Carmelite Water zostawić.
Chemistry set. That's not surprising coming from von Wollner.
Mhm.
So, let's see what Wollner has in his bookcase. A few works on religions, 2 scientific essays about human thought. Most of these works are on alchemy. Longini Militis Fabulum. Ah, what have we here? It looks like a kind of biography on Longinus the Centurion. Truly, Wollner has done everything he can to get information about that lance. I'd better keep this one, though.
De Richet?
Damn, that's
O
all I need.
kurwa.
Maybe he knows something about the lance.
What are you doing in my room?
Nic. Czekajcie, wezmę sobie Devil's Storm. Na nic nie jest tutaj odporny.
Sir, perfect timing. I was looking for you.
You were looking for me? Well, here I am. What can I do for you?
I was wondering if you might help.
Okay.
You're the one looking for the lance.
No,
Don't take me for a fool. You are looking for the holy lances.
Dobra, mi czas leci.
I'm not looking for the lances of Longinus von Wollner. I'm looking for the lance of Longinus. The one that pierced Christ's side.
You are playing with fire.
Don't take it the wrong way. I'll leave you all the copies. Don't worry about that.
Good answer. What are you playing at?
Okay.
Richet? Mortimer's the one who has that cursed lance.
How long have you been looking for it?
Ah, I see. You want it, and so you plan to steal it from Mortimer.
For a long time. Isn't that right?
Why, you little swine! You're planning to give it to Sir Gregory. You're looking to double-cross me and
Świni nas
Piaci too.
wyzywał.
What on earth is he talking about?
Nie wiem, co tutaj wybrać. Naprawdę, boję się. Von Wollnera zawsze się bałem tutaj. No, you jackass. Wziąłbym to, że niby dla niego, nie? Nie, tutaj też nie ma żadnych tych.
All right, calm down. I don't give a damn about getting you and Sir Gregory's bad books. Look at yourself, goddammit, you're ridiculous.
Shut it! Don't think you're going to fool me so easily. If you're not looking for the lance for
I
Sir Gregory,
know.
then why do you want it?
Okej, mam ostatnią szansę.
But calm yourself, goddammit. You're the one I'm trying to help.
Trudno.
What?
I heard you talking with His Eminence, and it seemed to me that this story about the lances had put you in a tight
Proszę,
spot. I was
to
only
będzie
trying to
to
be
poprawnie.
helpful.
But why didn't you tell me straight away?
Seeing as I hadn't found it, I didn't want to commit myself too quickly. If I'd failed, I would look like a beginner.
I understand, Louis. I thought you were trying to...
Udajemy takiego cwaniaka
Please,
przed Van Vulnerem.
I got a little bit...
Ale to dobrze, jakoś wyszliśmy z tej sytuacji.
Staying in the shadows on a case like this. There are already several of us searching for the lance of Longinus. And it
Aha,
would be
wszyscy
smart
teraz
to
szukają.
pool our information.
Unfortunately, I've barely made any progress. I'm still trying to find out what the original lance really looked like.
No, w
let
sumie
me
wszyscy tam
reassure
byli,
you,
nie?
we've all been there, given the number of copies there are in existence. It also took us quite some time to discover its true shape. Many believe the central part of the head of the lance to be covered in gold, whereas, in truth, its center is made of an alloy of copper and iron.
That does make sense. In those times, a centurion wouldn't have any chance of possessing a lance made of gold.
That is the perversion of Christian idolatry. A copper lance could not have been noble enough
A
to pierce
copper
the side
lance.
of Christ.
Anyway, thank you, sir.
You're welcome, Louis. Keep me posted as to your research.
Okej.
We're
Czyli
bound
coś
to
nam
end up
podpowiedział.
recovering it.
I'm counting on it. See you later.
To dobrze. Jakby nie patrzeć.
I managed to get the biography of Longinus the Centurion. Let's see.
A, musimy znaleźć biografię tego Longinusa.
An interesting passage here tells me that the
Ale to w
lance is
następnym
engraved with
odcinku.
the symbol of the first Christians, the fish.
Okej, będziemy musieli szukać jeszcze jakiejś ryby. To już w ogóle odlecimy w kosmos. Dobra, słuchajcie, to by było na tyle. Mam nadzieję, że odcinek Wam się spodobał. Zapraszam do lajkowania, komentowania oraz subskrybowania. Na razie i cześć, do zobaczenia w następnym odcinku z The Council, epizod 4 pod tytułem Burning Bridges.